bring back, for some dog shit, Mr. Jonesy!
Isn't he awesome? He's great, right? Yeah. He's really fun to hang out with too. He's a really fun guy. All right, this is gonna be a little bit different, so just FYI, I need you to just relax. Though you're in good hands, trust me. A politician with Down syndrome just won an election in Spain. Isn't that impressive? A politician with Down syndrome actually won an election. And I was thinking, that's great. What about the guy that lost to her? What are we doing? How do you bounce back from that? In his defense, though, I mean, not easy to beat someone running with Down syndrome. Imagine the crazy shit she was promising. She's like, if I win, everybody gets a bunny! What could you even say in a debate with someone like that? What are you gonna... You want to say certain things, or you want to just be like, guys... You want to just be like, come on! You can't! You want to say like what you're really thinking. You want to be like, guys, are we really going to hand it over to somebody that wears Velcro shoes? Can't be a leader with Velcro shoes, although I think Biden's doing it. Because old people got Velcro shoes, right? Old people got Velcro shoes. All right, you were pretty good on that one. Come on, it wasn't that bad. All the places I could have gone. You know what other comedians are doing with that bit? They're taking it to a sick place. I was very gentle with it, right? Anybody need therapy after that? Okay. You have to behave yourselves because you all bought tickets from me. So I've seen which of you have Yahoo email accounts. And I will call your asses out here and I'll tell everybody. I'll tell the world that you're rocking a Yahoo email account. Or a Hotmail. If I say you're a Hotmail, oh, you gotta run away. You gotta run out. The community will chase you down. Get him! Get him! Heathen! A female friend of mine told me recently that she's decided to make a huge change in her life. She's going to devote her life to become a professional bodybuilder. And I wanted to be supportive, but all I could think of was, damn it, there goes those great titties. Come on, you know what happens. You know what happens when they go pro? They work those titties into oblivion, man. You all know it. You just ain't gonna say it. I'm saying it. Titties have two mortal enemies in this world: breast cancer and bench press. Me and my friend are really tight though, so I just told her straight up. Because I can joke with her like, I'm like, April, your boobs though, you're great boobs. What about the boobs? She's like, Jonesy, come on. That's terrible of you to say that. I'm doing this for me. And I was like, isn't that a little selfish of you? The rest of us have been enjoying these titties for decades. You're just going to take that away from all of us? I don't even understand the approach. I would never do some grueling year-long workout program if at the end of it my dick disappeared. Now I see the people that can really be my friends. You guys are nice. It's gonna be like that a little bit though. Just warning you. Getting up there in years, and I was worried that I'm not having any fun anymore. You know, I noticed that I wouldn't say yes to all the offers I have in life to do fun things. You know, wasn't like people call me for a party, I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna stay, you know, this kind of thing. I was doing that, so I thought this is a waste. I need to make a change, and I decided to use technology to help me make this change. So I've downloaded this app called We Croak. What it does is 5 times a day sends me a text message that says, "Don't forget, you're gonna die." It's wonderful. It's bringing so much to my life. Reminding me that I'm mortal. Now I'm having more fun, taking more risks, going to more parties. I'm even drunk driving more. Not inspecting drugs fully before I take them. Also known as living. It's working too. I'm saying yes more. I'll give you some examples of how it's really worked out. I was at dinner last week, and at the end of dinner, I was really full. And the waiter came over, was like, "Would you like dessert?" And I was like, nah, I'm really full. And I was like, bing! You're gonna die. 2 slices of key lime pie. And your finest cigar. The other day I was supposed to go to the gym. I didn't feel like going to the gym. I go to the gym. Bing! You're gonna die. I'm like, fuck the gym. Take a couple bong rips and watch anime. Why go to the gym if you're gonna die? It makes no sense. No sense. It's very useful. Maybe you're with a new lover and you guys are about to get it on, and then she's like, "Should we use a condom?" And you're like, "Huh, let me consult my app." App says, "Fuck it, we're gonna die." Let's make it a night to remember. Who cares about STDs if we're gonna die, huh? You gotta be careful with this app though. You can't let people see the message come through. Because you look crazy. I was on a first date and I made the mistake. I had my phone on the table. We're hanging out, having drinks. Boom, message comes through. And my font is like 36 point because I'm old and I need readers. So I increased my font to the max. It's a bad idea. Anyways, she could see it from... It comes through, "You're gonna die." She's like, "What is that?" And I was like, I couldn't tell the truth. Right? That makes me sound so crazy if I say that. So instead I told her I'm in a gang. Because I'd rather she think I'm living on the edge and shit than that I've never been to Legoland, you know? I am having fun. Going to parties more. It's good. You have to proactively do those things when you're my age because you start to lose your friends and your support system. You have to actually mindfully keep that going. And you have to put effort into it. So I go to more parties now, but I still, even at parties, I'm still up to my old tricks. I still, at almost every party I go to, I Irish exit. I think it's the best way to leave a party. The Irish have figured this shit out. Why say goodbye to people when you can just escape like a fugitive? Just dig yourself a Shawshank tunnel right to your bed. It's amazing. You guys all know what the Irish goodbye is? Some of you in the back, you know? I'll describe it for you if you don't know, in case. Cover all our bases here. So the Irish goodbye is when you're at a party and you're ready to leave. Instead of saying goodbye to people, you just jump out a window. That's how you do it. It's amazing. You don't even have to lie when you do the Irish goodbye. You can just tell people, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then go home to your own bathroom. Or you just go like, BRB, but then you completely leave out the RB. You just do one more shot and crawl out the doggy door. Sprint to your car. That is absolutely the way to do the Irish goodbye. Why do the Irish goodbye? Why? Lots of reasons. Lots of reasons. First off, sometimes I'm at a party and I want to steal something. You can't just grab an air fryer and walk out. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Nah. You got to figure out something for that. No, I don't steal too much. No, one of the reasons I do it is I'm old. I don't have the energy. It takes all my energy to say hello to everybody at the party. I got nothing left for the goodbye at this point. Really? I'm dead. I gotta go say goodbye to everybody. I was just sleeping in a chair in the corner for most of the night. Now I gotta get up and be like, goodbye, I'm gonna see you, goodbye to 25 people. Fuck that. It's way easier just to crawl down the fire escape and call an Uber. That's way, way, way easier. Another reason to do the Irish goodbye is when you try to say goodbye to these motherfuckers, they don't cooperate. They don't let you. You try and say goodbye, they don't accept it. They try and convince you to stay, and I'm easily convinced. I cannot turn down free cocaine. You offer me some coke, yeah, I'll stay at your party till brunch. And I guarantee you by morning, you and I will have started a band. We're starting a band. Yeah, because I sniff and recruit. That's what I do. I sniff and recruit. You're going to be on my fantasy football league, and I guarantee you we're going to write a screenplay together. I promise you. I sniff and recruit. The other reason to say the Irish goodbye, when you actually try to do the right thing, you try to say goodbye, people guilt you. They always ask you this, oh, I fucking hate this line. They'll be like, leaving already. Right? It's leaving already? Oh, fuck you. And then you gotta give a reason that you want to leave, right? And you can't be honest. Trust me, I wish I could be honest. I wish I could just tell them straight out, yeah, I'm fucking leaving. I've been here 55 minutes, bro. 55 minutes. You know what that's like? It's torture here. Have you talked to these people? This lady just talked to me for 15 minutes about how she made her own goddamn deodorant. Who cares? I don't care about the deodorant. I told her that's cool like 4 times. She still didn't wrap up her fucking story. I just ate so much cheese, I'm probably going to be backed up till Thursday, bro. Look, man, I just want nuggets, man. I just want some nuggets. I just want to get out of here and get some fucking nuggets. I might drunk drive to an In-N-Out, something. I just got to get out of here, man. You can't say that. You can't. You give a reason. You have to come up with a reason, though. But it's got to be a good reason to leave. You end up lying about something crazy. You're like, yeah, I got to go. I got to go home and feed my fruit bat. They're like, you got a fruit bat? I'm like, yeah, I got a fruit bat named Carol, and I got to go home and prepare an acai bowl for her. She She eats acai bowls for breakfast. It's really, and then everybody's all concerned about your fruit bat. You got a fruit bat? They're curious, and then you got to tell everybody, yeah, I got a fruit bat, yeah. And then everywhere you go, you got to be talking about your fruit bat. Every party, oh, this is the guy with the fruit bat. Yeah, I got a fruit bat. And they keep asking you, checking in about the fruit bat, and you got to live this fake fruit bat live for every party for the rest of your life. Explain how Carol's doing. Fuck that. These are reasons to do it. I would say goodbye if it was easy. I would say goodbye if it was easy and quick. I would say goodbye if you could say the goodbye at the same time as the hello. That'd be great. You'd be like, you talk to the host, hey, it's so good to see you. Hi, thanks for inviting me. Also, goodbye. That's for later. And happy birthday. Or if you could like multitask the goodbye. Instead of saying goodbye to individual people, you just go, hey everybody, I'd like to make an announcement. See ya. Can't do that shit though. If you're gonna Irish goodbye though, you could set it up. I advise you to set it up. You just, very easy, just drop this sentence when you arrive to everybody you see. When you say hello to them, just be like, yo, I'm getting so fucked up tonight. Because fucked up people never say goodbye. They just disappear into the night. No one checks on them. No one follows up. We should make sure they got home safe. But we don't really care. You ever do the Irish goodbye, but then you get caught doing the Irish goodbye, and you make eye contact with somebody at the party? Like, ugh, shit. That happened to me recently. And I have a tactic. This is what you do when someone makes eye contact with you. Just look them in the face and go. And then split. The Irish goodbye isn't good for all parties. I don't recommend it for a party of 2 people. That's not an Irish goodbye. That's just a dick move. It's also not good for all occasions. Only parties. My buddy tried to do an Irish goodbye during his field sobriety test. The cop was like, hey, sir, say the alphabet backwards, and then he just sprinted into the forest. Bravo. I liked that. I thought that was fun. The other day on the radio, I heard an advertisement that said, donate your sperm and make dreams come true. And I was so surprised to hear that. Donate your sperm and make dreams come true. Didn't realize this whole time I've been walking around with this dream maker. And I've been so selfish with it. I haven't been making dreams come true at all. I've been wasting all my dreams in some socks. I can't even donate sperm because there's a height requirement. Did you know that? The cutoff is 5'10". As a 5'7" fella, I'm very offended by this. To learn that my sperm has 0 value in the culture. That is very insulting. I can't donate my sperm anyways because I got a vasectomy. Plot twist. Yeah. No babies and got a vasectomy. How about that? You're looking at a hero here, guys. Snip, snip, and you're a hero. That's right. Also, I think with this move, I'm kind of supporting women in a way. Because unfortunately, as you know, there's women out there who live in places where they can't have an abortion. And for those women, I want you to know, I'm here for you. If you just want to get together and not make a baby, that's... I'm here for you. Yeah, man, I got the vasectomy. And by the way, there's some things about it I'm not too pleased. First of all, got a vasectomy, and no one threw me a party. Isn't that fucked up? The breeders get parties. The breeders get gifts, right? Like, ooh, you're having a baby. Woo! Ooh, what a special accomplishment. You're contributing to the 8 billion that already are here. Here's a rice cooker for you. We love what you... Oh, we're in the middle of a housing shortage and you had twins. Awesome. Here's a crock pot. Your kids are going to have to live in it. That's why I got you the supersized version. Breeders, stupid. Yeah, man. I got a vasectomy. No one brought me anything. I didn't even get like a cake made out of balls. Nothing. That would have been cool. When I tell people I had a vasectomy, I get people ask questions. They're curious about it. The most asked question is, does anything come out anymore? People want to know, does anything come out? And I say, yes, something comes out. Tickets to heaven. So get in line. The other thing they ask me, does it taste different now? And I don't really know. But I've reached out to several of my exes. The subject line of the email was, would you like to participate in a scientific study? Because I care about science and data, and I want to know truth. I did, before getting the vasectomy, I did freeze my sperm. I did. I made sure I did that. Not professionally, just in the ice tray. And it's waiting there for the special one. And when I meet her, I'm just going to make her that smoothie that she deserves. Because you can get pregnant if you drink it, right? In Alabama, you can. So they believe. People ask me, why? Why'd you get the vasectomy, Jonesy? Why? So many reasons. So many reasons. First of all, it looks like raising children is difficult. My friends do it. I watch. That looks impossible. Raising a child, it's like, I was thinking the other day, it's like babysitting your wasted friend at the club. But for years. I've witnessed my buddy Adam say stuff to his infant daughter that I've had to say to my friend Tracy, wasted at the bar. I'm like, yo, Tracy, you can't sleep here. Would you put your shirt on, hon? Put your shirt on. Hey, get that out of your mouth. You don't know this man. See what I did? I hit a blowjob joke inside a parenting joke. Twists and turns, that's what you get with me. Other reasons not to have kids. I'm confused about the world. When you're a parent, you got to explain how the world works to a child. You have to have the answers. They ask a lot of questions. I thought as I got older, the world would get more understandable. It's getting less understandable. Last week in downtown LA, some woman just hit me in the face with a wig. I don't know why. That didn't come with any explanation. I just had to figure that out myself. This is the kind of world we live in right now. Very rando. Very rando. Another reason not to have kids is the culture is getting more complex. I read a story recently. It says some children are identifying as cats. Did you hear about that? Identifying as cats. Fuck, man. I wouldn't know what to do if my child identified as a cat. To be honest, I'm not even sure I know what to do if my child identifies as hungry. That's a big win if I can figure that out. My child identifies as a cat. What do I do? Sell the bed and get a cat tree? What? What's worse is I'm allergic to cats. Do I move out? Or do I just say, yo, pack your shit. You're an outdoor cat. What do I do? Another reason not to have children now. I saw a human being taking a shit on the sidewalk at 2 p.m. I don't have to say anything else. That's enough. When you see a human being shitting on the sidewalk at 2 p.m., you're like, okay, the writing's on the wall. 2 p.m.? 2 a.m., excusable. We've all been there. Nothing's really open. 2 p.m. Making a shit. I mean, that's insane. That's really crazy. I feel bad for my sperm because they're trapped in this waiting room and they think they're coming out. But they're not going anywhere. You know? It's kind of cruel. Just in there, you know? My body's making new sperm all the time, too. You know? They're all excited about what's going on, and no one's told them that the race has been canceled. They live their whole life for this one race. They have no idea. There's old sperm in there, too. Been hanging out for a bit. The new sperm probably is very excited, too, and the new sperm forms probably start stretching, like, oh, yeah. Where that egg at? We get someone pregnant today. Let's do it. And then there's like an old sperm in the corner, just like, don't even bother with all of that shit. We're not going nowhere, buddy. That door hasn't opened since 2017. There's a lot of rumbling going on, but nothing really. We can't figure out what happened to this asshole. We think he might be in a coma. Or maybe he's just gotten so old and unfuckable over the years, and at the same time lost his hands in a fire. We think we might be the sperm of a burn victim. This is what we're coming up with. God, I probably shouldn't smoke in the scrotum, but I can't help Someone asked me, you're going to regret not being a dad? The answer is no. I'm going to regret not being a grandpa, though, because I think I'd be an awesome grandpa. I'd be so cool as a grandpa. I'd be showing my grandkids photos of the hot girls I slept with in New York City in my 20s. Like, look what grandpa got. Nah, no, you don't believe me because I'm covered in moles. But she took her clothes off for me. Instead, I'm just going to be showing random kids on the bus. Hey, kid, look at that. She let me bang her. That's some sick shit. That's some sick shit. A lot of my friends have kids, and they think they're better than me. They do. One of my buddies, Gary, since he's become a dad now, when I go over his house, he makes me take my shoes off. I'm like, you've changed, Gary. What, you a fancy shoes off guy now, huh? You get better than me? Fancy shoes off guy? I'm like, I'm not taking my shoes off, bro. I've seen you get alcohol poisoning at a Dave Matthews concert. I know who you really are, Gary. I'm like, I'm going to keep my shoes on, or I'm going to tell your wife we got professional hand jobs in Montreal. I know who you really are, Gary. I'm going to get drunk in your house, Gary, and keep my boots on. If I step on your baby, call a party foul, like we used to. He stepped on a baby in that joke. I got it. You got that? We got that? Of course, it's the guy that's 73 years old. How do these things work? The real question is it his phone or the pacemaker? I'm just fucking with you, Bob. I'm only fucking with you. You give me a microphone and it's on, you know? Okay, that's good. Thank you so much. That was supposed to happen an hour and a half ago. Got invited to a gender reveal party. Yeah, this is something that white people do that really embarrasses me. Can we stop? It's so shameful. Only white people would make a pregnancy into a game show. Welcome to another episode of Mystery Junk. I mean, come on. This is really pathetic. I asked him, okay, all right, well, what's happening at the gender reveal party? He goes, oh, so exciting, so exciting. My friends and relatives are all coming over, and we're going to pass out T-shirts, blue T-shirts and pink T-shirts, right? It's going to be awesome. We also got a permit from the city to block off the street in front of our house all day. My brother-in-law, Tony's going to bring his Mustang over. We've coated Tony's Mustang's tires with a special coating, right? Tony's going to get in the street with the Mustang, and all the relatives are going to put the shirts on and make a circle around Tony's Mustang, and he's going to begin doing burnouts. In the circle of friends and relatives. Mustang burnouts, and the special coating's going to burn off those tires. And the smoke's going to rise, and if it's pink, it's a girl. Blue, it's a boy. And I was like, or you can just tell me what kind of baby you're going to have. I don't think we got to reenact Fast and Furious to find out the private parts of your incoming child, bro. Come on, man. And I want to support, you know what I mean? I can't stop thinking about whether your child's going to have a vagina or a dick. Really, it's just so important in my life. I've been wondering, remember the text messages? I'm like, what's it going to be, bro? I want to support, but, I don't want to end up under a Mustang. I mean, that sounds extremely dangerous, the whole thing. The relatives standing around a Mustang. I think the real reveal that day is which relative is going to be killed by Tony's Mustang. What color shirt's going to be covered in blood that day? Pink or blue? That's a reveal. Oh my God, it's so silly. It's so silly to me. I didn't want to go to the gender reveal party, obviously, so I struck a deal with my friend. I go, yo, bro, all right, I'll go to your gender reveal party if you attend the unboxing of my sex doll. I feel like that's an even trade-off, right? This is going to be a new member of my family as well. Scarlett's going to be here in about 8 weeks. Let's give her the homecoming she deserves. It's like, have Tony bring his Mustang. We'll tape her to the roof. He can do burnouts with Scarlett on the roof. And then we'll have cake and put clothes on her and call it a day. I'm just kidding. It's a sex doll. I'm not putting clothes on the damn thing. These gender reveal parties are out of control. All for what? All for what? In the end, it could be a complete waste if at the age of 14, the child decides to ID as a seagull. Thank you. That's the laugh it deserved. Can't laugh at that in California. They're quite dangerous too, man. Whose idea was this? Someone was like, hey, I'd like to share with the world the genitalia of my incoming baby. Do you have any ideas? And then someone was like, I got fireworks and an alligator. Like, cool, bring it. See you on Saturday. Let's go. All right, guys, we've spray painted some hornets, and we're going to release them in 3, 2, That is insane. The whole thing is insane. They let off rockets and shit, bombs. There was that gender reveal party in SoCal, 3 summers ago? Big explosion. Started this huge fire. Yeah, that boy came in hot, didn't he? Talk about a huge explosion. Congratulations, it's a... Hey, bro, what gender is fiery orange? What is that? That's not a gender, man. They're about to give birth to the Lord of Fire, Satan himself, I think. And that has to be the strangest way for a child to find out that his parents are retarded. Can we all agree on that? You are retarded. You guys into drugs? You like drugs? Is like into drugs? Some of you look like you're into drugs. What are you into, man? You into kitty flip? Kitty flip? Yeah? Kitty flip? You guys know kitty flip? Ketamine? What's wrong with you? Come on, man. Come on, man. What about you, neighbor? What are you into? Jelly babies? You like jelly babies? You guys into jelly babies? Speed? Come on, what's wrong? What about you, dude? What about you, dude? You into Pacific Cooler? Pacific? You guys into Pacific Cooler? It's not a drug. It's just the flavor of Capri Sun. But it's wild, man. Don't have like more than 2 in a night. It's like sugar high. I like mushrooms. Gotta be careful with mushrooms, though. I don't recommend them in a party where you don't know a lot of people, because sometimes you take too much, you don't realize it, and then you slip into God mode. And when you're in God mode, you're gonna say some shit that's gonna frighten the strangers. That's for friends only to hear that. Bro, we're just all one, man. Come here. That's for friends. That's for friends. But can be helpful at a party, because on the mushrooms, you can kind of detect people, like what people are about, like who they are, their energy. Sometimes you might be on some shrooms, you're at a party, someone you don't even know, and you're like, oh, that guy, that's a bad dude. I'm not talking to that guy. I don't like that energy. Oftentimes you'll find you were correct. You ask somebody, yeah, what's up with that dude? They're like, oh yeah, that's Andrew, crypto scammer. Bro, I knew it. I could feel that crypto scam energy. I've sold mushrooms before. This is the worst drug to sell, because people don't re-up. Yeah. People don't buy mushrooms off. It's not like cocaine. You sell cocaine to somebody at 8 p.m., they might text you at midnight. You're like, oh, you need some more. The honeymoon's going well. Okay. That don't happen with mushrooms. You just sell somebody mushrooms and you see them a week later. Hey, you need some more mushrooms? They're like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. I don't need to cry like that for another year. I do drugs like an adult. You're like, what do you mean by that, Jonesy? I do drugs like an adult. Doing drugs like an adult is like, you plan it. Be like, hey, let's do Molly Saturday at 5 p.m. That way I'm in bed by 10. Can put on a little self-help podcast. Get down. Doing drugs like an adult is your friend gives you drugs at a party, and you go, cool, man, and you put it in your pocket for later. He's like, you're not going to do that acid? I'm like, no, I'm going to go home and put it in my freezer. I'm going to do it on March 18th. I don't have to work the next day. Doing drugs like an adult, there's a lot of discussion of hydration. It's a huge factor. I did drugs. This is the ultimate way that I did drugs like an adult. It's a true story. I did coke all night till the morning. Before I crashed, I went over to the sink and I neti potted out my nasal passages. I was like, oh, I gotta get the devil out! Come on! I defy you to do drugs more than adult like that. That sentence doesn't make sense. Yeah, see, I can't do these jokes in Utah. Anyone ever go to jail? You should. It's good for you. Not for a long time, just like a long weekend. It's a good way to unplug for a few days, you know? What do they call those, retreats? This is a retreat that doesn't cost you $2,000, but it's not on an island. No, jail's good for you. Gives you a good perspective. You appreciate shit after that. Like, you sleep in a jail for 3 or 4 nights, no bed will ever be uncomfortable. One pillow, no problem. No problem. Sometimes you're in a place you don't want to be, some stupid place. You're like, I'm at the DMV, but if you've been to jail, you're like, well, at least we're not all wearing orange jumpsuits here. Even sometimes you might get like a shitty birthday cake. Sometimes you're like, oh, this birthday cake sucks. Well, you're like, yeah, well, I didn't get any birthday cake in prison. So you might even have some bad sex. You're like, well, it was better than that sex I had in jail. I can say that. Yeah. I spent 4 nights in a jail in Wichita, Kansas. But in my defense, who doesn't go on a cross-country road trip without hardcore drugs? I'm gonna drive through the Midwest sober? Are you out of your mind? Have you been out there? Have you seen these places? Oklahoma? I'm gonna drive through Oklahoma sober? You fucking crazy? Oklahoma? Any state that's an exact rectangle, fuck that state. Ain't nothing going on in Oklahoma, but on acid, a lot going on. In Oklahoma, all of a sudden there were hills. I like my states curvy. We went on this cross-country road trip, and we had coke, we had speed, we had acid, we had cannabis, and a case of beer. Some people call that contraband. I call that a cross-country care package. Got pulled over in Kansas, and because we look kind of suspicious. I had long hair, kind of looked like a stoner. We had out-of-state license plates. The cop knows what's up. Cop pulled me over, and the first question was, "You guys got drugs in here?" And I said something like, "No." And then they immediately brought a dog over to sniff my truck. This is what happened at that moment. And we had all these substances. They brought the dog, and I thought we were done for. But I don't know where they got this drug dog. I think it was from the JV squad. Because this dog was terrible. No skills whatsoever. Started out fine. The dog was like, "Found the beer!" I was like, "Cool story, bro." And then the dog was like, "Found the weed!" And I'm like, oh, fuck, if it goes up from here, we're in big trouble. And then the dog was like, "I found a football!" Fucking dumbass, nice. They didn't find anything else. But at this time, this was 20 years ago, the weed was serious. It was serious. It was enough for them to bring us to jail. And that was a wild experience, being in jail. I was 18 years old, very young. Really thick Boston accent, too. I was a character. But I quickly made friends in the jail, thankfully. Survival skills kicked in. And I was like, I'm going to be funny as fuck. And I was a funny as fuck in the jail. And I didn't have to do much, just talk with a Boston accent. They were enthralled. At one point in the cafeteria, I had like 25 dudes just standing around me, and I'm going, yeah, park the car in the fucking Harvard yard. Marlboros, I smoke Marlboros in Parliaments, I like Bacardi. And they're just losing it. They're fucking losing it. I was like, I'm on it. I know what to do. A strange incident happened the first day. I was in the cafeteria, and they served me my first meal, and a guy across from me asked for my tater tots, and I didn't want to give him my tater tots. It was the only thing I recognized. Plus, I love tots. But no, he asked me for my tater. He didn't really ask me. He demanded that I give him the tater tots, or he was going to stab me. Correction. He said, give me your tater tots, or I'm going to go up to my room and make a knife and then come down and stab you, is what he said. And so I said, yeah, take the tots. And then, to my surprise, immediately 2 guards came and grabbed him, right? Because you're not supposed to take people's food. They came and grabbed him, and they threw him on the ground, and he fought back, and they beat the shit out of him right there over the tots. And ever since then, tots really trigger me. It's like really sad and a damn shame. You know, I mean, everybody else sees tots and like, wee, tots, right? They bring you joy. I see tots and I'm like, oh my God, blood on the floor again. I suffer, man. I have PTTTBDSD. It's post-tater tot beat down stress disorder. And it's a very serious thing that science hasn't tackled yet. I made friends with the most important guy in the jail, because I could tell that was going to help me out. He was a pimp named Easy Lee Coleman. Yeah, straight pimp. Easy Lee was amazing, man. He taught me how to play spades. He enjoyed my accent very much. He even let me talk to his wife, Janice, on the phone. Yeah, got on the payphone. You want to talk to my wife? She'll make you feel better. I called. Can you? To this day, I can't understand how a pimp has a wife. Is that fascinating? A pimp has a wife? Who knew? This has got to be the most tolerant woman in the world. I've had girlfriends that were jealous when I played co-ed softball. Easy Lee's rolling every night with 6 bitches in the back of his car. She's fine with it. Janice is fine with it. It's fucking amazing to me. Easy Lee he took care of me, man. He said, the day was coming where I had to go in front of the judge to face my charges that I had. And Easy Lee just looked at me. He's like, you can't go in front of the judge like this because you look like a drug addicted skateboarder. And he was right. So Easy Lee was like, first up, and he cut my hair that morning. Get me ready, he cut my hair. I had my hair cut by a pimp. Isn't that fucking cool? How many people can say they had their hair cut by a pimp? He was so gentle, too. He's a caring, loving man. So he cut my hair short. So you look at short for the judge. Get that long shit off of there. And then right before I was going to go out to see the judge, he goes, oh, one last thing. And Easy reached between his legs. He put his hands way up in his ass. Way up in his ass. He's in there working his ass. And he pulled out a bottle of Axe body spray. It was the only bottle in the whole jail. Easy had it up his ass. He kept it up there for special occasions. Ass body spray, man. Ass body spray. He had it. Easy Lee. Because you can't get caught with that. You can't have that in jail. It's flammable. Easy kept it up his ass for moments like this. And he sprayed me with that ass body spray. I felt so good to go see the judge that day, thanks to Easy and his haircut and his ass body spray. And the judge did something called I don't know if they do this other places. I never heard this before, but I got whopped out. Whopped. I don't even know what that. Where I'm from, as an Italian guy, whopped means a terrible thing. But in that jail, it meant a good thing. I get to leave. But it was going to be required that I come back to Kansas later on for a further evaluation or something. I had to come back and see the judge again. It was like 9 months later, and I never went back. And to this day, I don't think I'm allowed to go back to Kansas. I don't know. I didn't call and ask because, to be honest, I don't give a fuck about going back to Kansas. The only person that wants to go back to Kansas is Dorothy. I want nothing to do with Kansas. All right, listen, you guys are awesome. Thanks for listening to me. I appreciate you. We're gonna do an after gathering at the Rainbow, which is a block up the street. I'll be there having drinks with some friends. If you guys want to join us at the Rainbow up the street, please do so.